The Warriors are not only playing in their 5th straight finals tonight, but they also might have destroyed one of their biggest rivals. Woj reported Rockets GM Daryl Morey is showing a, quote, aggressive desire to improve the roster by making the entire team and future draft picks available in trade talks. Trading James Harden is believed to be highly unlikely, but Chris Paul and Clint Capella could be in the mix for a trade. The Rockets have lost 4 out of their last 5 playoff series to the Warriors, including a crushing home loss in Game 6 with Kevin Durant sidelined. We all remember that one. Shannon, how surprised are you by this report?
I'm very surprised that they're giving up on it so soon because Daryl Morey, Skip, has basically built his career, entire legacy on taking down the Golden State Warriors with the model that he wants to use. And that's by shooting 40 to 53-point shots every night. And for him to give up when he max contract James Harden, he's max contract Chris Paul, he gave, what, $90 million to Clint Capella. Yep. And it seems to me now, if what Woj is reporting is true, and Woj is normally right on the money, that he's willing to, like, give it up. I understand Clint Capella. Because for a guy that said, I want Golden State, especially after the way the series ended last year, I want Golden State, I want the Warriors, for him to lay an egg, now, that's one game, because Capella did play well in the regular season. But maybe, and what I saw, Skip, is that his matchup, when he can play a big that he can beat up and down the court, he's golden. But he has to go against Draymond, and he can't consistently beat Draymond up and down the court. Yep. And Draymond is a damn good defender. Yep. So Draymond neutralized him, and they didn't get the kind of production that they thought. Now, the Chris Paul, good luck moving Chris Paul. Here's a 34-year-old that has 3 years and $124 million left on his contract. At age 36, he'll be making $44 million. Now, I know a team, Skip.
That's the 3rd year.
Yeah,
at his option.
Yeah.
Yes.
He picking that up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Now, I know a team that's right here that they probably got a couple of people that's not, that's not qualified to be in the position they're in, Jenny.
Maybe.
They say, you know what? We tried to get Chris Paul 8 years ago. Maybe he hadn't aged at all. They'll sign it. As a matter of fact, not only will they trade for him, they'll extend him by 3 years.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's what they would do, Skip. And what we're seeing, we keep talking about, well, D'Antoni is a problem here. Because what we've seen, he got Steve Nash in the Hall of Fame because he won two MVPs with this style of offense. Yep. The problem isn't offense. The problem is defense and their inability to get stops when they need them. Yep. And James Harden, this style is great. We watched him all year, Skip, and it seemed like every other day we were doing a story like, I've never seen anything like this. Yep. But come playoff time, when a team, their only focus is you. Now, see, you don't play Memphis one night, then go to Brooklyn, then get the Knicks, and then scoop into Miami. One night, every night, all the focus is on you. And now the reports are, Skip, we're hearing that there's some rumblings between Chris Paul and James Harden.
Well, they said they had words walking off the floor after the Game 6 loss in Houston.
What was Chris Paul thinking? Has he not seen James Harden for the last 5 years, Skip? He's an ISO ball player. Dribble, 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 dribble. Okay, 5 seconds, I ain't got nothing, you take it. A lot of bad possessions. And come playoff times, you can't have too many of those, especially late in the ball game. And that's what they seem to have a lot of. But I'm surprised because what? I mean, you're going to scrap the whole thing and start all over again? Your centerpiece is still James Harden, and he's still going to play the exact same way he's been playing.
So, before I answer Jenny's question about my shock over this, I have one disqualifier, potentially one caveat. It's possible that Daryl Morey is such a shrewd operator that he dropped this hint through Woj just to light a fire under his team, just to shake up the psyche of his team, to make everybody feel like you're all expendable. I'm sick of all of you, and maybe try to reunite them, because the truth is, there's only one quick fix here and one real fix. That's to fire the coach or not bring it back. Ty Lue's out there, and they were talking about hiring him as an assistant. That was what I would do, because we all think Kevin Durant is gone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all of a sudden, wouldn't that door swing at least a little? Maybe it won't swing open, but it'll crack open.
But it definitely bring Golden State back some to the field.
Just some. So you're stuck with these contracts. Why wouldn't you just bring it all back with a new voice? And the new voice would be Ty Lue's. He won a championship. He came back from 3-1 down. He's a player's coach. D'Antoni's just a coach, right? I watch those sideline huddles, D'Antoni talking, and it looks like nobody listens to one word that comes out of his mouth because it's just platitudes and cliches, right?
Yep.
And all they do, to your point, is it's just whoever's got the ball shoots a three, right?
Yeah.
Just shoot them and shoot them and shoot them. If you make enough of them, maybe you'll win because it's 3s to 2s, right?
But Skip, see, maybe that would work. Maybe that saying that everybody is on the table for being traded if you play football with the non-guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
But you trade somebody, Eric Gordon's still gonna get his money. Now, Eric Gordon, somebody will take Eric Gordon because he's only $14 million. Someone definitely would take P.J. Tucker at 2 years at $16 million.
I would agree.
Because he's a lunch pail, hard hat type of a guy.
He is, I would agree.
But Skip, Chris Paul at $40+ million a year at 34?
Right. Okay, before I get to Chris Paul, point of order. I still believe this, all my heart and soul. If Kevin Durant doesn't pull up lame, Houston is going to win that series.
Wow.
And if Houston did win that series against the KD-led Golden State Warriors, who look like a troubled team to me, we would be having a completely different conversation because then it would have been Houston against Portland. I got Houston.
Right.
And now it would be Houston against number 2's Toronto. It's close. I don't know. It's a close call, but
Claude
Houston
locked him down.
Huh?
You know, Claude locked him down.
Well, he would be assigned a lot to that, but then we'd find out exactly what Houston's made of. Maybe not the right stuff. So what did happen once he went down? What happened in the final quarter of Game 5 and the next 4 quarters of Game 6? Steph happened. 12 points in the fourth quarter of Game 5, and then 23 points in the fourth quarter of Game 6 at Houston. And what happened in both those games? Look at Game 5. It's 72-all after 3 quarters. Well, this is your shot. There's no KD. He just went down. Right. You would think that Golden State would be a little shell-shocked. They'd be a little bit psychologically reeling. How do we do this? Can we go back to 73-9 by flipping the switch? How do we do this? And what happened in the fourth quarter? Nothing happened for Houston.
Right.
James scored 5. CP3 scored 3. They were 0 for 3 combined from three-point range, and the other guy scoring 23 points.
And you remember, though, Skip, you remember at the start of the fourth quarter, Steph Curry said they were in the huddle, and they just looked at each other and smiled.
Yeah. Okay, we got this?
Yeah, we got these bums.
Okay. And then look at the fourth quarter of Game 6. This is at home. This is it. This is everything Daryl Morey, his whole life is on this game.
That's what's unacceptable.
All right. So they're up 87-82 going to the fourth quarter. 87-8. You got to close that deal. One of your guys and guess what James does? 4 big crucial turnovers in the fourth quarter. He had 1 assist. CP3 had 0 assists because it degenerated into dribble. But
that was CP3's Game 6 was his best game. CP3 played unbelievable.
Okay.
James, but Skip, that style of play.
Okay.
Kobe said it. Look, it's great in the regular season because the team's going to see you once, and then they might not see you again for another month or 2. But when you're in a playoff series, Skip, all my focus is on you.
Okay. Now to CP3. To me, I said this during the playoffs. I think he just got old before your very eyes. A little prematurely old because he just turned 34 years of age. And you'd say, well, he's going into his 15th season. What's LeBron going into his 17th season? Yeah. So to me, and I respect Chris, he's leader of the Players Association. I respect all that, although I think that has taken a lot out of him as a basketball player. But he looks a little chunky to me. He always looks a little chunky. Yeah. He doesn't look in great shape. I don't think he's near the workout warrior that LeBron is.
Of course not.
Okay, so he's not.
But who is?
Well, okay. Well, I could probably find a whole bunch of people.
Nah, not like him.
You don't think so?
And plus, hey, guess what else, Skip? Over the last 2 seasons, Chris Paul's missed 48 games.
Okay.
Can I interest you in that?
Well,
so playing the guy $41 million, and he's missing an average the last 2 years of 24 games a season.
Okay. So how do you trade that? Because these people, they watch, they see what's happening.
Sure.
He just doesn't look dominating anymore. He looks like an aging player to me.
Oh, Lakers will take it.
Oh, so the Lakers are going to take that? They're not going to take that. As dumb as they are, they wouldn't dumb that.
Watch it. Watch.
You really think
watch them.
So
extend it.
They'd trade Lonzo for CP3?
Lonzo and the 4th pick.
You think so?
Really?
And extend him 3 years.
Well, if I'm Daryl Morey, I can't get enough of that fast enough.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You take advantage of someone that don't know what the hell they doing.
Okay.
See, people are like, well, they took advantage. No. See, you don't take advantage of a person. You take advantage of the situation.
Situation.
Hey, I got to trade. Hey, You ain't got to trade him, but here come the Lakers. Oh, you know, we supposed to have had CP3 8 years ago. Yes, but he's not that CP3.
Okay. So if he does, in fact, blow this up, if he gets the Lakers to take the bait and take CP3 and he trades everybody except James, because it just seems impossible to trade James.
But Skip, why would you try to think you could improve the roster by trading James Harden?
Because you'll never get enough back for what he can be, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So, but let's just do the hypothetical. What if he blows it up and starts over even with the new coach?
Right.
Isn't that an indictment of Daryl Morey?
Yeah.
Did he just say, I got the team right here,
right.
and then all of a sudden he'd say, I give up?
Yeah.
I messed up. I screwed up. I'm out.
What happened to all the analytics, Skip? You know, he got all these inside numbers and third level and fifth level stats that says if you do this, if you tie your shoe left foot first, right foot next, and if you put your underwear on backwards and all this kind of stuff. He got all these excuses, and now he talking about blowing it up.
I know. I got it. So their whole offense was based around that guy dribbling that ball, right? So guess what that guy did during the regular season in usage rate? 41% of the time he's got the ball in his hands for the Houston Rockets. The next down in usage rate was our man Russell Westbrook at 33. So that's a big gap of 41%.
That's a huge.
41% down to 33%. Chris Paul was at 25%, which was 55th, actually tied for 55th in the NBA. And he was tied with Buddy Hield and Shabazz Napier. Okay, so that's how little he got to touch the basketball. So they're walking off the floor after they blew Game 6. And what is he giving James an earful of?
You a ball hog, bro.
Yeah. Can I touch the ball ever? That's what they're talking about.
Yeah. He's like, something might be wrong with your eye, but nothing wrong with your hand.
Yeah.
Because you sure won't pass the ball.
That's what that's who they are. That's what they became. And in the regular season, when he's scoring 60 a game or whatever, that works.
Yeah, but what did he think James Harden was when he got there? James Harden didn't all of a sudden say, I'm a ball hog. That's what he's been since he arrived at Houston.
Yeah. It's hard to watch in the playoffs, but in the regular season, you're just mesmerized by it. You just say, we've never seen anything like that.
Right.
But it won't win championships.
Nope.
It won't even win a playoff series against Golden State in the second round, right?
And we've seen that, Skip, we've seen this. When he had Nash and Stoudemire.
Yeah.
It's down the stretch, you can't get stops. Yeah, you scored, but what happens if they stop you once or twice? Can you turn around and return the favor and stop them once or twice?
Yep.
It came down to the last 5 minutes of the ball game. Houston couldn't execute offensively, and they couldn't get stops defensively.
And a year ago, they had Ariza and Mbamute, who were tougher-nosed defenders.
Right.
You know, they gave them a little grit that they lost last year.
It's those playoff losses. They're going to keep him up at night, especially